Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tolo Speaks on the Tolo Express. All aboard. Today, I continue to talk about the mystical. I use the term experience because that is the most, for me, adequate way to describe this experience. There are others who teach on this subject. Wayne Teasdale, Ken Wilber. Modern theologians, philosophers, way showers, teachers are out there besides these two. But they are very gifted, just like Eckhart Tolle. Just like the great mystics throughout history. The poets, Hafiz, Rumi. Christian saints like Francis and his counterpart, St. Clare. They're all part of a tradition of human beings who have said yes. And what have they said yes to? The divine. In a most wholehearted way. The focus is always the same. Divine union. Recognizing that, in essence, we are the embodiment of consciousness, truth, of God. The great mystic St. John of the Cross put it this way: my deepest self is God. So each mystic is just remembering over and over and over again their deepest self, their God nature. And in it, there is all assurance. Because isn't that what we're all looking for? Some kind of assurance that life is good, that life will provide, that life is safe, that life is adequate, that life is fair. And it's constantly changing. So we really have trouble trusting any of those assurances that they'll be given or that they'll continue. It just seems to go on and on and on. But I can tell you one thing about the mystical. That it constantly moves us back into relationship and into absolute awareness over and over and over again of what is true in life versus what is false. If we simply don't honor our intuition in any given moment, we realize our stance, our action has been false in comparison to the truth. The truth of what? Of what we could be about in the next moment that brings the highest and greatest sense of the divine. The divine what? The divine ecstasy of knowing, I took the easy path. I took the high road. I took the most perfect involvement. How do we know this? Because at the end of it, we go, how rewarding, how perfect. What a total enjoyment. I followed the cosmic setup, which led me here, which allowed involvement in a way that I didn't even know I could provide or was unaware that was necessary. In other words, the plan gives way to the question mark. And it's so mystical. What next? I don't know. That's why Osho, a great spiritual teacher, says, only a non-ambitious man can remain in the present. Only a non-ambitious man can remain in the present. And what could he have meant by that? If I decide how my day should be and what I am supposed to contribute, where and when and under what circumstances, I've lost track of the truth. I'm here to show up. Now, does that mean I just cop out on all my appointments? No. I show up. But engaging in the length of time that I spend with and in my appointment in a mysterious way. I engage in a way that I haven't predetermined is the best, most useful, most accurate way to proceed. I give way to something greater. Highest involvement of me in life in any given moment. Now, does that mean I become a martyr? No. I don't give up my personal plans and ambitions, and at the same time I do. In other words, as one thing decreases, get my hand in here. There we go. As one thing decreases, something else increases. What decreases? My self-importance. My personal ambition to seek out what I think is important. There's the key. What I think is important. That gives way to a kind of easy, painless surrender to life's importances. In other words, I realize in any given moment, what is truth for me? What is really important? What is calling me so that I can live a most productive, most successful life? And is it really on my terms? No, it's on life's terms. I may be given lemons in order to make lemonade. And those lemons may be so bitter in the moment, so caustic, so painful, so hurtful. But out of that comes awareness and life and the remembrance that I'm not in my essence, that which happens to me. But I am spirit that flows through me. And there's the distinction between the mystical heart and the human, productive, scientific mind in charge of one's life. The mystical heart says, when I give up all that I think is important, I begin to discover real importance. Life is a great ocean in which you can play if you drop all. all judgments, all preferences, and the attachment to the details of your long-term plans. The details of my long-term plans. If I can just let them go for a moment or two, I begin to experience relief. If I can let them go for an hour or two, wow, anxiety and stress start to subside. A day or two, I'm experiencing bliss. And this is what the mystical heart is striving for. Dropping the judgments. What do I need a judgment for? It's dealing with the past. My preferences. What's the truth? I've been struggling all my life. And do I really know my preferences? No, because I still struggle. If you're honest, you'll realize you still struggle. With what? Trying to do it right, make it right, be happy. All those wonderful and yet crazy persuasions we've all been led to believe are really, really important in life. And as I keep saying, the mystical experience leads us to truth. All these things that have to do with external happiness are con jobs. We've been conned by those who need our allegiance. So, when your allegiance isn't even to truth, because when your allegiance drops away, truth is all that remains. And then you experience absolute freedom, total liberation from the past, and bliss, and more bliss, and more bliss, and more bliss. Have a great day, my friends. Namaste. Bye for now.